Hello, in this video we are talking about von Neumann architecture. So early computers couldn't store both data and programs at the same place. For instance, Mark I, who is developed at Harvard at the 50s, it uses punch cards to read the programs and the data separately. So John von Neumann was the person who developed the computer architecture that we are using today. Programs are stored with the data in a memory called RAM, and the data is going to be transferred from RAM into the CPU for doing the computation. On CPU, there are a small number of fast registers for storing the values, and the CPU only works with registers, can read and write to the registers. Therefore, all the computations are going to happen in a CPU that working with registers. Registers values are going to load up from RAM or random access memory that has a lot of storage, but it is a lot more slower than registers, and no computations happening at RAM. We call RAM random access memory because the cost of accessing all the parts of this memory is the same. So you can see the type of storage in a computer here. We have our registers, main memory, and disk drives. So registers, in the CPU we have about hundreds of registers, and each of them can be from 8 to 64 or 128 or even longer in today's computer. So they can store about 10,000 of bits. RAM is much more has a more capacity. It can store up to 10 billion bits, 1 gigabyte or more, and disk drives have the capacity of around terabytes today. So we can build this register using logical gates, but RAMs and drives are using other technologies that are cheaper but slower to build. And you can see the price of these type of storage are approximately the same, but the real cost comes to time of reading and writing. Registers are much more faster than disk drives and RAM, and this leads up to the time of reading and writing value could be very significant when we are using disk drives. In order to program a machine at the hardware level, everything needs to be converted into the 0 and 1 in binary format. But working with the binary format is so difficult for programmer that they came up with the language named machine language. So on a machine language is a human readable machine language. We are using some instruction, and we can allocate address to a specific place of the memory writing. Assembly language programs is very difficult, and but you have the full access to all the hardware features, so you can directly talk to the hardware. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you.